Kyler Murray from the 33. He'll dump it off to his top target so far this year, the excellent tight end Trey McBride, who picks up 11 yards to the 44-yard line. One of the big things for Kyler Murray this season, he's been one of the most well-protected quarterbacks in the NFL. Very few quarterback hits, very few sacks. It's allowed him to have time and a very high completion rate when these Cardinals were out on the field against the Jets 2 weeks ago.
You're exactly right. And versus the Jets, they got that team to submit. Them and the Bears, their past 2 weeks before the bye, they got teams that just fold up like a cheap suit and get out of that game and quit. This team loves the vibe they're riding right now.
4 straight wins for Arizona. James Conner will fight ahead for about 3. They played very well during this 4-game win streak. They got the bye week to rest up. And Jonah Williams, after a knee injury in week 1, one of their big free agent signings, is back, is healthy, and starting at right tackle. One of the keys today, Seattle loves press coverage on the outside. How are they going to attack Marvin Harrison Jr.?
You're exactly right. We know Kyler Murray likes to toss it up to Marvin Harrison Jr., especially when he gets pressed, but he's going to have his hands full with Witherspoon.
That's the matchup to start. Murray was looking in that direction, and right on cue, Boye Mafe has his 5th sack of the season. Murray has been well protected. The sacks have been rare, but there's one for Mafe.
Well, there's Mafe on the outside, attacking that outside edge. This is quick game with only 5 protectors. This is like a hot protection, right? You only got 5 guys up front. You can't hold on to that ball. It's 1, 2, 3, ball is out. That's on the quarterback right there, but they've shifted their identity a little bit today, Adam. This is a run-first ball club, and they opened up, throwing the ball their first couple snaps.
Out third and long for Murray. Climbing the pocket, running into defenders, and how about the Seattle pass rush? Back-to-back sacks from Mafe, and now Tyrese Knight, the first of his NFL career.
Well, it's just double pick games on both sides with backers helping, and then Tyrese Knight's just going to sneak to the right, and it's really a second effort sack. You see, Yelda Froholt had him, and Kyler Murray, when he starts to step up, Tyrese Knight just disengages from Froholt and grabs the quarterback. Completely different than I thought Arizona would have opened this game.
High snap for Blake Gillikin, who boots it away. And a fair catch from D. Williams. It'll be a 52-yard boot.
And don't forget, Adam, that's the 5th best rushing team in the NFL. They wanted to throw the ball in those 3 snaps.
And right after it. Well, speaking of passing, Geno Smith has been slinging the ball this year. Leads the NFL in pass yards per game. Also does lead the NFL in interceptions entering action in Week 12 with 11 of them this season. Seattle's trying to establish the run game a little bit.
You're exactly right. And they've been searching for a run game all season. It hasn't quite clicked. Some of it, the shuffles at O-line. They got a center who retires a couple weeks ago. Guys in and out of the lineup. Finally getting Abe Lucas back at right tackle. But there's been a lot of changeover and turnover for this team. Inconsistent up front leads to inconsistency in the run game.
They'll start on the ground with Kenneth Walker. Excellent penetration for the Arizona defense by Kaiser White. Second leading tackler this season. It's a loss of 4. Talked about the offensive line. Lucas is back. He made his season debut last week. And Olu Oluwatimi is making his 2nd straight start at center. Let's see if the Seahawks can clean up some of their snap issues. Back-to-back monster games from the second-year receiver Jackson Smith-Njigba.
And he looks like a totally different player this year. You can tell he started last year with the wrist injury, got a slow start to his year as a rookie, and has made the year 2 jump in his sophomore year. This has been fun to watch.
Smith over the middle, and it is grabbed by Jake Bobo. Second man out of UCLA will pick up about 7. Set up 3rd down. And long coming up. L.J. Collier's back. He did not play with Arizona last season when they visited Seattle. He was injured most of the year in his first year with the Cardinals, so he's back in his old stomping grounds. Jesse Luketa had a couple of sacks in their last game on Aaron Rodgers. And there's Budda Baker, speaking of homecomings. The Bellevue, Washington native is back in his home area. Cardinals show pressure but drop back in coverage. Smith evades, steps, throws, open man. It's Metcalf. It's a first down. Out to the 47-yard line. On 3rd and long, they pick up 29 yards to DK Metcalf.
But watch Geno. He just doesn't panic at all. You nailed it, Adam. They showed the pressure and then only rushed with 4. Started to get some pressure with their best rusher in Zaven Collins, but Geno just calmly steps up in the rain, no problem, delivers a strike to DK Metcalf and lets him do the rest. Now they're going with tempo.
Back to the ground game. There it is. He changes up front, trying to find some consistency. They have to turn to their rookie at right guard now. 2 backs next to Geno Smith here.
Yeah, that's that pony personnel they like. 21 pony, 2 backs, Charbonnet and Walker.
This is Charbonnet who gets the carry, and not much room there. It is big Roy Lopez in the middle for Arizona's defense. That'll set up 3rd down for Seattle.
And this has been an issue for this Arizona Cardinals defense. 3rd down hasn't been too friendly. They've really struggled and let teams, continue their drives, and where they really tighten up is in the red zone, but 3rd down has been rough.
Nick Rawlis is the defensive coordinator. They have the 2nd worst 3rd down percentage for any defense in the NFL. Only Carolina has been worse this year.
And they're looking for something to mix it up. You see Zaven Collins on the inside now instead of on the outside like he normally lines up.
He is going to stunt. 4-man rush. Gets to Smith. Flag is thrown. Smith is down. Away. Greg Dortch is back to return. Deep one. That's a great one. And it's going to bounce. Friendly bounce for Seattle. So Dixon, who has a career low rate of pinning the ball inside the 20 this year, only 1 out of every 3 punts for him so far have landed inside the 20. He's able to drill that one with a friendly bounce, 51 yards. From Columbus, big noon kickoff. And Michigan and Ohio State will square off, and this will be key for Ohio State to try to lock up its spot in the Big Ten championship game, and more importantly, keep its playoff run alive, hoping for a better seed, hoping to lock up the Big Ten title in a couple of weeks. We'll have it from Columbus.
I'd expect Arizona to get back to their blueprint that helped them get on this 4-game win streak against the Chargers, and that's run heavy.